Just making sure everything's working. I can't say by July. I would probably say no. Just depends on how quickly I can get through all my gloves. But just knowing what I have on my plate right now, I wouldn't say by July, no. What's up? This fingertip's been sitting in the water for a few days. Yes, I said a few days. Where's my brush? Let's use this one. Let's talk hereditary. Gotta shave that off. Oh, I can't do that. All right. or Halloween trailer? Feel free, go ahead and talk. What do you want me to say? Get warm. My thoughts on the Halloween trailer. Well, I've never been a big Halloween fan. Heck, I've only probably watched two Halloween movies. The first one, many years ago, same as Halloween 3. That was probably the first one I ever saw. I don't know why, but, so I've never really been a big Michael Myers fan, you know. I mean, I watched the trailer and it looks good, you know. I'm excited for those who are fans of the franchise because it looks like they're getting a pretty decent film on their hands. So I hope that's the case. And so I mean, I'm not too nitpicky. It's like I've seen some people complaining about this or that. Oh, the mask, this or whatever. It's like just I understand you guys. Some people are hardcore fans, but some people really take the fun out of it by taking it too seriously. It's like crying out loud. You're getting a new film. Just shut up and enjoy it. Quit trying to pick it apart before the movie even comes out. You know. I mean, crying out loud. You got John Carpenter involved. You got Jamie Lee Curtis back involved. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the actor's name, but the guy who played Michael Myers in the first film, he's back. So it's like, come on, guys. They're doing something. They're making a new film because there's a fan base out there that wants one. So don't expect, them to check off or tick off all your boxes of what you hope or expect to see. Just shut up and enjoy it. There, that's my 2 cents. Nick Castle, yeah, that's right. I'd heard it before, I just couldn't remember it off the top of my head. So, and if it turns out to be a bad movie, then oh well. At least it gives, it's another entry into the franchise. It's not like all the Halloween films are masterpieces in and of themselves. I mean, from what I hear, a lot of them actually kind of suck. So, but I know there's people on both sides of the equation. Some like them, some don't, and it's just the way it goes. Can't satisfy everybody all the time. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen the Rob Zombie film, so I can't, comment on the efficacy of his films or the quality of them. But, you know, some people like them, some people don't, so and that's okay. if anything, it gives people something to talk about. So. Okay, looks about right. How's it compare to this? Okay, I like it. Never did see House of a Thousand Corpses. I mean, I like horror films, but I'm not a horror buff. You know, I haven't seen a lot of horror movies that are considered classics and whatnot. Like, I've never watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know that might be blasphemous, but that's true. Okay. There's that. And this. My favorite nightmare film, Part 1, 1984, by far, hands down, no questions asked. There is no debate in that one for me. Alright, just one sec, gotta step outside the screen. I'm working on an Avenger Glove right now, in case anybody's wondering. Yeah, I do like New Nightmare, you know. Oop, we gotta go get the lotion. My least favorite? Oh, probably Dream Child. That's probably my least favorite. Um, my order is probably like this. Part 1, 1984. New Nightmare. The remake. Yes, I did like the remake. You know, it wasn't anything special, but when comparing to most of the sequels, I feel it's overall just a better film. Because I just prefer the dark Freddy, the mean Freddy. So I don't like the wisecracking Freddy that much. Um, Part 3. Let me think. Part 3. This is where I start to where I start to debate myself. Um, Let's see. It's almost like these last ones are all a tie for for um, part two. I like the Freddy, but I don't like the film. I mean, it's yeah. I just don't like the film overall. But I love Freddy's portrayal in it. So I would say of all part two, I like the Freddy second best. It's my second favorite Freddy. But as far as film goes, it's way down on my list. So I would probably rank Dream Child as my least favorite. Just above Dream Child, probably Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And probably above that, Freddy versus Jason. And above that, probably Dream Master, Part 4. So most likely it's 1, 7, which is New Nightmare, I think. Remake 3, 4, then Freddy's Dead. Anyway, screw it. I'm getting off track, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Let's see, what am I doing? Gotta get a blade. If I could use this one. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, this could work. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So let me think. How do I? Just cleaning off some solder. Yeah, I can't stand Dream Child. I think it's atrocious. All right. Is there one without? There's one. Hey, yeah, this will work just fine. Yay! It's pretty cool because this blade right here is I took this off of the template of the blade on the Hero Glove, so it's an actual exact tracing of the blade from the actual screen used glove. And it's pretty cool to stick it on top of a knife that's the actual P210 knife, and it's cool to see the curvatures match up and stuff like that. So plus it's re just reinforces my confidence that I got my templates right. It's like, yep, it lines up where it's supposed to line up. Let's see, you back there. I got a text message. I know Patricia Arquette is in one of them. I can't remember. It's something. It's either part 4 or something like that. I don't know. So, gotta trim this off. I'm gonna have to step outside the screen in just a minute because I gotta go grind this blade down. So, I shall be back. And looks like the screen is buffering. Let's see. Let me check my feed. It says drop frames, none. So, you know what? I'm just going to close this. Bring this up. Move this over here. Put you over there. There we go. Just get my screen. Say, would you ever be willing to? Well, yeah, I could do like custom work like that, you know, but I'm just talking, kind of custom work I don't do is like when somebody says, hey, can you build me a new nightmare glove? Or can you make me a glove that has bolts and, you know, all this other, you know, just completely. But yeah, just minor custom work. I'm I'm fine with doing. I just try to steer clear of the major custom jobs just because a lot of times those just take a lot of research and development to get them made, and I just don't have that kind of time. So. My desk is a mess. My desk is a mess. My desk is always a mess. Yeah, I'd be willing to do a leather for you. I mean, they're not cheap. I mean, they're like $100 to do a fully weathered glove because they are a lot of work. So, but I appreciate your compliment. So, I mean, that's why I charge what I charge is because I try to, I don't just, I don't do it casually. I mean, I take my time on my gloves. I put them through a lot of different steps. They're probably, they probably take up maybe 40% of the time of making a glove, you know, involving just prepping, wrinkling, weathering, cutting, restitching, recoloring the cuff, attaching pull strap, redoing the seams, and setting wrinkles, just all of those steps combined can be very time consuming. So. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, there's that. Okay, just a sec. I'm gonna. Okay. All right, let's see how that looks. Me likey. Okay, now we're almost to brazing. Yay! I seriously cannot wait to get caught up on my list. I am sick and tired of talking about the list. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about it too. Oh, the list, the list, the list. Oh, the list. I'm never doing a list again. Ever. I will retire before I do another list. If I do a list, I'm never adding that many people ever again. No, if I do a list, it's going to be like 3 people. That's my list. So most likely I'm only going to take on two or 3 at a time at most. So I normally don't dye my leathers because my leathers come in the color that I need them to be. So if I have to buy some leather dye, then I can do that. So I took my dog Jake into the vet today just for some booster shots. Turns out he has a chipped tooth, and if I don't get that taken care of, could lead to significant problems down the road. So cost about $500 to get that tooth repaired and get his teeth cleaned. So it's like, my goodness, my pets need to stop with problems for a little while. Because I went from 0 vet debt in January to over $2,000 already. So it's like, yay, it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Look, I gotta grind off this tang here. Just one sec, I gotta make a small adjustment here. I don't know how he got a chipped tooth. You know, I mean, it's not major. It's just the tip of one of his molars. But they said if that doesn't get taken care of, bacteria will just progressively eat at it and eventually make its way into the roots. He just said I'd nip it in the bud. He said it's not an emergency, but he just said something that he would take care of if he were me. So yeah, I'll probably just chewing on his bones or whatever. Let's see if that works. Okay, that does on that side, and that does on that side. Good. Alrighty. Yay, yay, yay. Let's braise this bad boy. Let's see. Uh, how do I keep that straight? Wonder. If I did that, that hold it still a bit. Not entirely. Oh, let's try to do it. Dang it. Forgot to clean my brush. Yeah, because it's not just the tooth fixing; it's also the cleaning. Because his teeth need cleaning, and then they have to do general anesthesia, so they have to actually put him to sleep. Not euthanasia, but anesthesia. They have to knock him out for the actual tooth cleaning. They would just have to sedate him if I just did the tooth repair, but it's like, well, might as well just get his teeth cleaned because they do look kind of dirty. So, and Jake is my precious, it's like my son. So it's like, I don't care about the cost. Just, well, I care about the cost, but it's like I'm willing to pay for it. So that's why I'm in here working, is because I know I've got a lot of crap to pay for. So plus, I've got people waiting on me, so I gotta get their stuff done. It just sucks because it's like all my vet issues seem to all be happening at once. It's like, can't you just take turns and slow down a bit? You know, give me a little bit of a break right now until I get the other stuff paid off. So yeah. So that's all I do. That's when my lease is up on my car. You know, I plan to get a much cheaper car because my car payment is quite high and I'm tired of it. So I'd rather have my money from my gloves go to paying things off instead of just renting a car. So. Okay, there's Bray's blade. I prefer part one. I just like the colors, you know, the fingertips and then the multicolors throughout the copper. Warm. Let's see, where's my, starting to get low on my really thin brazing wire. Yes, part one's my favorite. Alrighty. Let that soak for a little bit. Now, pinky. Pinky, pinky, pinky. Why are you so stinky? There's that. Grab another blade. It's really windy out there. Okay. No. Nope. I gotta do something else. No. My favorite movie, like of all movies, I don't really have a favorite of all movies. I just have a list of favorites. But I wouldn't, there's not one specific movie that just is above all of them. And, sorry. Let's see. My favorite movies, screw it, in no discernible order. Mad Max Fury Road, Gravity, A Quiet Place, The Blair Witch Project, Woman in Black, let's see, Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, Saving Private Ryan. I just have a whole list of favorites. Like, I love that movie. But there isn't one that reigns supreme above all others. Okay. Yes, look at my shirt. Oh, how did I forget it? I feel so ashamed. How did I forget it? See, like I said, it's a list. So, Let's see, how's that going to look? Okay. A lot of grinding I have to do on this finger, or on this blade. Well, I don't expect the second film to have charm per se. You know, I do want this one to be darker. You know, I want Pennywise to be meaner, you know, more visceral, I guess, more terrifying. You know, because now it's not dealing with kids, and so now he's trying to, um, you know, if he feeds on adults, I mean, he's got to get, in order for them to be tasty, he's got to get them scared. And in order to scare adults, it takes a lot more than it does to scare kids. So I'm hoping that it's it's a darker tone, which is from what I hear, that's kind of the what they're aiming for, is to go with a darker tone to the film. So so I don't expect it to be the same as the first one, or you know, it's definitely gonna have a different vibe. So anyway, I'll be back. I gotta go make some changes to this blade. Sorry. Blade requires the most grinding down, so. Well, I think, they're going to be grown up versions of themselves, but I think they're going to scale back the humor. Because I think as kids grow up, they start to mellow out a little bit. They're not as, you know, they're not as, what's the word? They don't have such loose cannons as kids tend to have. I could be wrong. I am not a parent, so maybe chalk that up to my ignorance. But where'd that blade go? Is this one of them? Yep, that's one of them. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's that. All these little steps to glove building. Oops, wrong box mark. Ah, spider. There's a wolf spider. Be right back. All right. Thoughts on any of the Freddy fan films? Well, I think they're great. Just a sec, hold on. I think the one Nathan made, The Confession of Fred Krueger, I think that's by far the best one. Hold on, I gotta go grab a finger. I did like the fan trailer. I haven't seen all of them, so I can't comment on all of them, but of the ones that I've seen, the one that Nathan directed, in my opinion, was the best one. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. No. Got away from me there. I would say probably my all-time favorite glove builder. Probably Travis Cowsill of Kruger, because he's the pioneer. He's the guy who started it all. You know, without him, this craft probably, well, I wouldn't say it wouldn't exist, but you know, who knows what it would look like. So just the fact that he started it all, you know, plus he was so good at it. I mean, his gloves were kind of like the the ideal at the time. I mean, things have changed now that we know more about the gloves and whatnot, but his were kind of like the creme de la creme of gloves, and that's why they fetch such high prices right now, at least nowadays. Because for one, he doesn't build anymore, and two, they're just highly collectible. So, especially his later ones, his like DESA gloves, those are his best ones. Um, let's see. And then my actual second favorite builder, it's got to be Chris Grantner. He was my mentor in this craft. I mean, he's the guy who kind of helped me along the way, and we became good friends, and we cross endorse each other. That's why I list he's the only website or glove builder that I endorse on my website, and vice versa. He endorses my work on his website, and so Chris Grantner is just talented beyond all measure. I mean, how he's able to do certain things, I'll never know, and I hate him for it, because he's just, it's like, is there anything you can't do? Is there anything you can't figure out? You know, he's like, hey, look what I was able to do, and I'm like, I hate you. Like, look what I was able to do. Me. Just kidding. Love you, Chris. If you ever see this. Well, the bromance is strong. You know, it's just, there's so many. I mean, Mike Becker, in my opinion, he's like the king of the Part 4. I mean, Andrew Martinez does really good Part 4. Um, let's see. Brian Sills does a really good Part 4. You know, Robbie, I mean, I think, I don't know who else does Part 3, but I mean, I know Robbie makes a really good Part 3, and also, I mean, versus gloves. Like, there's just so many builders out there. I know I'm missing a lot of them, but I've withdrawn myself a lot from the online community in terms of, you know, interacting with a lot of people in the glove world. So I'm sure there's a lot of builders out there that I'm missing or overlooking. Like, I try to like their pages and stuff just because I like to see other people's work, but to come up with their names off the top of my head, I don't know. I mean, some people that. Hold on, I'm trying to find my pliers. No, stay there. My MAP gas torch is trying to fall over. You know, and there are just a lot of people in the craft nowadays. So yeah, it's good time to be a collector because you have so many options. I mean, when I started, there were probably like 5 or 6 at most. So Travis had retired by then. There was Nightmare Gloves, Dreams Created Evil. It was Chris Grantner. He was Top Shelf Collections at the time. I think Nightmares Unlimited. I think Knives for Fingers was around. I know I'm missing 1 or 2, but yeah, there were probably 5 or 6 or 7, maybe. Yeah, I mean, Jameson is extremely talented. I mean, he makes gloves that I would never even want to tackle. So I admire the guy's talent. But as far as endorsing his work, I don't. Um, just because, just out of the sheer principle of the thing. I mean, I don't hold, um, you know, I don't hold a grudge about it because I feel like we've kind of made amends to a point. But um, yeah, there's some permanent damage there that will never ever get repaired. So, and anybody who knows me, um, I'm a pretty nice guy. You know, I hate when there's bad blood between me and somebody else. You know, and I wouldn't call it bad blood necessarily. I mean, because if he reached out to me, I'd talk to him. But as far as um, referring clients to him and stuff like that, I don't do that. He's able to generate his own business, and just out of the sheer principle of the thing, I don't refer people in his direction. Um, so, but you know, it's just there's some things that, in my opinion, are not entirely forgivable. You know, in the glove crafting world, I'm not talking about overall. I mean, but as far as being a glove builder, I think there are some lines that should not be crossed. You know, and some people feel differently, but but when it's, I feel like my hard work was taken advantage of. Um, then yeah, that's not going to be appreciated. No, it's fine. Just in case somebody asks, oh, well, why didn't you mention Jameson? Well, like I said, I'll give him credit where credit is due. He's probably more talented than I am, because he's able to make gloves that I just personally, for one, I wouldn't want to try, and two, probably would fail at. And, so that's the credit I'll give him, is that I'll say he's probably more talented than me overall, but I just choose to operate my business in a way where I'm more of a specialist. Because I think I look back in the days of Ken Hastings, Dreams Created Evil. He was like the go-to guy for the Part 4. There was no question about it. Nobody made a Part 4 like he did. His was like just the cream of the crop. And so when people ask, hey, who should I go buy a glove from for part 4? You know, he was the guy to refer people to. You know, I'm sad that whatever happened with him. I mean, dude was talented like mad, but lost my train of thought. Oh, so I did a survey of, well, what's the most popular glove? Like, what glove do people like the most? And so I did a survey, and by far, the part 1, or the original, so it's part 1, part 2, that glove by far is the most appealing glove for the majority of fans. I mean, granted, there's going to be people who like other gloves better, but by far, the original glove is the one that started it all. It's the one that people think about the most when they think about the Freddy glove. And, you know, and so I thought, well, there really isn't that one person that nails or that really produces the best, quote unquote, part 1 or part 2 glove. And so I thought, well, there's more and more glove builders coming out of the woodwork, so I've got to kind of somehow find a corner on the market, so to speak, to, I guess, stay competitive. And so that's why I dropped all my other projects and focused on solely the part 1 and part 2 gloves to try to really master that one. And so that gives people, so hopefully, I mean, my objective as a personal artist would be to be the guy that people would think about first when they wanted that glove. You know, unfortunately, I have so many other additional responsibilities that I'm not able to produce in the quantity that I'd like to do. And you know, and like I say, I don't want to take away anything from any other glove builders. I mean, there are fantastic part 1, part 2 gloves out there made by all sorts of different builders. But just me as my own personal craft, that's what I want to specialize in. That's what I want to master, and hopefully provide the best option for people that I'm capable of producing. And you know, when I see somebody else step up their game, I use that as motivation to try to improve mine. And you know, and I think we're almost to the point where it's like, what else can you do? You know, how else can you improve on it? You know, and so I'm looking at some small things just to make the glove a little more higher end. You know, a little more luxurious feeling, like just top quality. And so I'm looking into changing a couple of things as far as that goes, just to make it feel like a much nicer product in the end. And so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's just for me to know. So anyway. Well, I appreciate the compliment, but me personally, I feel like I could make some improvements on my back plates. You know, I'm always striving to do that. And so, I'm happy with where it's at, but I'm not 100% happy. I mean, there's some things that I would like to improve on. I'm not going to say specifically what, but I just know that there are some things that I wish were better about it, and I'm striving to achieve that, but I gotta sometimes just say it's the best I can do. But I still keep trying, obviously. Um, but yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, I try to make it the best out there, but just me as a personal, as an artist, um, you never want to stop improving. I do want to provide the best product I can to my clients, like especially for that darn high price. If it's going to be that expensive, I better keep trying to improve it any way that I possibly can. Okay. Where did my brace? No. And as other builders get better and better, that's why I want to try to keep making mine better and better. For one, I need to be able to justify that price. And two, that price also acts as a buffer, so I don't get everybody ordering that glove because it's such a time consuming glove. And I don't like to take so much time on every glove. I mean, and to be honest, it's a ridiculous price, but if people are willing to, you know, pay that price for something that I build, you know, more power to them. And but if I know that if I brought down the price, I would sell less and less Avengers, less and less heroes, and most of the gloves I'd be building would be template gloves. So um, so I do want to try to keep those at a minimum. So anyway. That's a little hot, don't you think? Just a little. Okay, let's grab the other one. These pliers are hot. But I guess another thing, it's like I know these gloves are not cheap, you know. I mean, heck, even $250 for a glove, to somebody just entering the glove community, they're going to be like, "Oh, those are expensive." Yes, they are. Well, for one, they're a lot of work. Two, they take a lot of practice to build, at least to build them well. And yeah, and so I just want my customers to get the best glove that I can, you know, and that's why I take my time. I don't like to rush through a glove. Is there a particular glove that you don't like? I'm not a fan of the new Nightmare glove. It's probably my least favorite glove. I don't like the organic looking. I just prefer that the glove be a removable, wearable item, and I just don't like the fact that it's built into his hand. And I absolutely despise the thumb blade. So it's probably the most impractical concept on a Freddy glove, I would say. It just makes no sense to have a thumb blade. I mean, your claw, you're scratching something. This blade is like facing this way. It's like it's not going to participate in the cutting of any. So it's like it makes no sense to have it there. So that's my least favorite. Not a big fan of the remake glove. I mean, I like that they did something different with it, but I don't like the blades. I don't like, you know, just the big old fat, thick blades. I mean, I prefer just these super thin razor-like blades. Just it just makes the glove feel that much more deadly to me. Just it's like you're holding a razor glove. Not just a big bulky thing that's got really pointy tips on it and stuff. But if you know, I just prefer the elegant, thin, flexible, blades that really make that deadly sound. where the arm starts to hurt. I don't know. I just kind of do it whenever I feel like it. You know, I never really schedule anything. It's like, I feel like live streaming today. So, can't really say when the next one will be. But I appreciate you tuning in and keeping me company. So, it's nice to chat. You know, I like it when it's interactive. I think I gotta change the shape of this fingertip a little bit. Okay. See how that fits together. Gotta make it a little thinner. There we go. Okay, I like it. Looks good. Excuse me. Wow, I can't believe it's 6:30 already. Oh, goodness. Time flies, time flies. Okay, that's fine by me. I'll look forward to your message. Okay. It's getting really windy out there. I think we got a cold front moving in. We need it. It's been really hot lately. Who else is out there? Ooh, I'm getting shiny forehead. Ouch. This scouring pad is starting to lose its scratchiness. Okay. So probably most any other builder would probably be done with this glove by now. I am Error 404. Cool. As I get older, I'm gonna get severe bags under my eyes. I can already see it happening. Gotta love getting older, right? Can't really stop it, so roll with the punches and just laugh as it happens. That's all you can do, right? Otherwise, you're just going to be miserable. Okay, I may have to trim the back of this tang off. And I do. Quite a bit of it. Alright, let's do that. I'll straighten out this finger. Okay, let's see how that one looks. There we go. Okay, so that's nice and straight. Now I gotta trying to think how to cut that off. Cool. All right. Ah. Oh. Whew. Yep. Let me think. Should I do a back plate? I'm gonna break up the routine a little bit and let these fingers rest for a moment. Ah. Trying to think. Where's my Avenger backplate? That's a template. Do I have to cut out a new one? No. I shall. Got scissors around here somewhere. They're probably right in front of me and I just can't see them. They're there. Well, these aren't the scissors I was thinking of. Oh my goodness. I just found my keys. I've been looking for these for like the last 2 weeks. Oh, there's the scissors. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to attach these to my belt. I thought I had lost them. There. Okay. There we go. Avenger backplate. Yeah. Or hero, whatever. Same thing. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay. Oops. Let's see if this works. This is a hard backplate to predict because it's like, I hope the color turns out right. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, I hope this works. Feels like I haven't done a part 2 backplate in a long time, so. About to find out. See if something's thrown off my groove. I'm sorry, throw off the groove. All right, let's see how that looks. Didn't get a whole lot out of it. Yeah. Needs more color. Let me think. Let's try doing it again. See how that goes. What is that? Something just burned right onto the surface. The heck is that? Seriously, something just fell right onto the surface and made this weird burn mark. Dang it. I gotta try to get rid of that. I have no idea what that is. I literally watched it just boing, just appear. Made that noise too. Boing. All right, let's try this again. Let's try you again. All right, let's stop. I can't wait to be done with this container of matte gas. Hey, not too bad. Pretty good for an Avenger. Let's try to get some discoloration in the surface. Let's see, I wonder, just going over it lightly again, the whole thing. All right. Alrighty. Let me just see how this goes. Lighter. Where's my lighter? ¿Dónde está mi lighter? Hello. I better cover up this brazing flux. It's going to dry out. Okay. I had a lighter. Where did it go? Strange. Huh. Oh, there it is. Maybe it was always right in front of me. What do you want? It's always hiding in plain sight. There. It looks really dark in this lighting, but trust me, it's not as dark as it looks there. But I'll post some pictures of it. Okay. There. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's see how it'll look with the fingers. Yeah, it'll look good together. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, the yip yips. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it. I'll post it on my Facebook page. Let's see, oh, gotta get some of that off there. Ooh, that scared me. Hello.
Did you change our license plate?
You finally noticed. You noticed, huh?
I was looking at it and looking at the W that's usually there.
Yeah.
See it, and I'm just like, oh jeez.
I'm live streaming, so say hi.
Are you?
I'm live streaming, yeah, say hi. Say hi. Say hello. There. So, but.
I can't believe that. You're such a dork.
I know. And I'm proud of it. I am proud to be a dork. So, yeah. I wanted to see how long it would take for you to notice, so.
I can't believe that wasn't even taken.
I know, huh? I'm like, I'll take it. So I thought that was funny. So yeah, hasn't been on there very long. So
How long has it been like that?
what? 4 days, maybe
Huh?
4 days or so. Just a few days.
4 days?
Just a few days. Yeah. So good of you to notice. So let's see. I gotta post
I'm
that.
completely bored.
I sent you a text. Did you want to go to my parents' house and play games?
No.
Well, then be bored.
Wait, have you already stopped? Have you stopped?
No.
Or are you still going?
I'm still doing it now.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, you just broadcast that to the whole world.
I figured I'd read, but Noel lost my book, and it's not very expensive. It's like $7 or something.
What book?
It's called The Mummy.
Oh, okay.
That's
Let's see. Need to put that hole there.
Wait, are you going too, or are
Huh?
you sending me over?
No, I'd go too. Yeah, just send you to my parents' house. Be gone! You know.
You honestly didn't. This one,
Sec, hold on.
Arc.
Just sec, hold on. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, the Anne Rice one. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Are you going over?
I would be, yeah. Because Karen said she wanted to hang out. Whoop, Karen wanted to hang out or something.
And so they're gonna play games?
Yeah, that's what she said last night when I was over there. She said, because when I was leaving, she's like, "Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we can play games or something." So, you know, get vicious with that.
So you're not going bowling or anything?
Tonight? No.
Huh?
Tonight? No. It's Saturday.
No, I meant with your family.
No, we haven't discussed bowling, no. Where did I put it? Hold on. I don't know what she said there at the end. Okay, there's that. Okay. That's you. Okay. I gotta do ringlets. Yay! These were kind of bothering me. Because they're hanging from my belt loop and then I'm sitting on them, so I feel like I've got this lump on my butt. Okay, let's see. Ringlet material. Is there any left up here? In this mess that I call a desk? It's controlled chaos, that's what this is. But without the control. So therefore, chaos. If it were controlled chaos, I'd know where my ringlet material was. Unless I... Oh, there it is. That's all that's left? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. That should be used for probably... let's make that into a index finger ringlet. Okay, there's that. Yeah. That. Itch. Oh. I hate that. Power itch on your face. Okay. Let's see. This thing fit. That's what she's. I'm not gonna say that. Let's see. Okay, so that's crooked. Let's see if that stays. It may pop out. So. There it goes. I knew it. I knew it was going to pop out. Okay, that one's done. Time for sip. Okay, now start with a new fresh piece of ringlet material. Okay, well, I'll just start with the finger that I looked at first, pinky. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then this one, ring finger. That one. Oh, right. What's the next finger? Index down the middle. Okay. forearm is still peeling, so it's itching. Good gust of wind there. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we got 3 fingertips to do. So let's cut this thing probably. Not gonna have enough. Okay, this is ring finger. And pliers are Little Potato Man. Oh, that's part. I thought that was part of the comment. Oh, that's funny. I'm like, Little Potato Man. What? Is there somebody behind me? This is a separate Logitech. Let's see. It's a Carl Zeiss lens. It's a Logitech webcam. HD 1080p, and it's got a USB connection to my laptop, and I'm using OBS, streaming software or whatever. I forget what OBS stands for. I know it stands for something, but I can't remember what. Don't judge me. And I just stream through YouTube and post the link to the video on my Facebook page. I used to stream directly through Facebook, but I found streaming through YouTube was more reliable. pliers, 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 pliers. On the floor. There's that. Is anybody else having a sound problem? Can you guys hear me? I think people can hear me because I've been able to have conversations, but just making sure it didn't go out or something. Nobody said anything about having a sound problem. Okay. So yeah, it might just be on your end. I don't mean to talk about your end, but well, we were on the subject, so deal with it. I usually don't like people to talk about people's ends, but sometimes one's got to do it. Stupid joke, I know. I'm proud of stupid jokes. Okay. We're just flying right through these ringlets. Once these are done, then we move on to assembly because backplate's all ready to go. I don't know, I just turned off the torch. I still have a fingertip to solder. And where is it? It's the middle finger. I still need to do. Oh, there it is. Shoot, this ringlet might pop out. Yeah, it's moving on me. Let's see if this holds. Okay. Ringlets are all soldered. Now, rivets. Okay, I gotta do large rivets for the index finger. Okay, grab a couple of these. Grab a couple. Oh, I'll just bring the whole tray out. Okay. Alright, that's pinky. Middle or index, whatever. Okay. Gosh, my nose is itchy. Virgil, did you get your sound thing fixed? Okay. Okay. Index. Yay. Okay. For middle. Now the screws. Mm-hmm. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Non-stop working. That's how you get a glove built. Just got to sit down and work. It's hard to do this on a work day though. Like during the week, it's like, huh. Good. Glad to hear. I was gonna say, I'm like, ain't my problem. I have to look at my nose and see if there's a hair or something in my mustache or whatever. Wait, of course there's a hair in my mustache. A mustache is hair. Anyway. Okay, that looks good. Extension looks great. Ringlets don't touch. We're good. Let's see. Give the blade a nice weathered look. Still shiny though. See if I can get it to reflect. So. Come on. Trying to do this backwards. Oh well. Okay. See, you can still see the reflection. It just looks tarnished. Anyway. Just looks tarnished and older and worn, you know, a little more gritty. However, I do gotta add scratches to this ring blade. It's got very noticeable scratches in it. There. I like how I use my lips to hold these little pieces. Hey, whatever works, right? Yep, you'll flip too. What the heck? Ah, crap. Some flux apparently got away from me on this finger. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to crank out the secret sauce. Oh boy, yeah, that's a really big. I haven't had that happen to me in a long time. Look at that. That sucks. I gotta try to now blend that in. Okay. Clean it off nice and good. Let's see if I can do this. Fingers are crossed, guys. I don't want to have to do this piece over. Let's see. And I'll do it this way. Okay, let's get a new Q-tip. As I light my hair on fire. Let's see how that looks. Okay, all blended. We all float down here. I gotta let that cool off. Well, glad it appears that I've been able to salvage it. Ow! Ooh, that hurt. Piece of plastic on the... Ooh, that actually broke skin. Oh, that feels good. I should probably go get a Band-Aid now. That feels wonderful. Yay. Okay, while those are cooling, I'm going to go clean this off. I'll be back. There we go. All better. Let's see. Interesting. Says I got an email, but the email is blank. Oh well. Let's see. Sorry, Virgil. There's a small, like on the lid to my secret sauce. The lid is slightly broken, and so apparently there's a sharp edge on the plastic, and I just squeezed it, and that edge just stabbed my finger. So, well, at least now the pinky fingertip is cooled off. So, yay, let's get back to work. My stomach's making a lot of noise right now. Probably because I'm hungry. I haven't really eaten much today. Or have I? What have I done today? What have I eaten today? I don't think I've eaten anything today. I can't think of anything I've eaten. Weird. So maybe once I'm done assembling this glove, I shall cease the live stream and go take care of myself with some sustenance. Okay. Okay. Now, where's my... Hey, I'm back too. No, not really. Just assembling some of the parts, that's all. Part 2 template, probably around 20-25 hours, give or take. Okay. Okay. Do you think the original Hero leather could have been? I doubt it's an 1178. I even doubt it's. I don't even think it's a Wells Lamont. I mean, there were so many different manufacturers of those gloves back then. Who knows who made it? Let me think. Okay. water. Just use some water and a rag. That should. Um, oh, do you mean the black that forms on the metal that prevents the solder from sticking, or just the black that's left over after you've finished? Are you soldering or brazing? Also, that's an issue. Uh, Left over. Um, and also, are you brazing or soldering? Solder. I would just use some water and just a wet rag or just a damp rag. You should be able to just wipe it right off. Yeah, I mean, even if you're not using water, just at least use a damp rag, because that shouldn't cause any rust problems. We're looking good, guys. I gotta get rid of the little uh, tooth here. There. Ah. Yeah, I can imagine. Looking good, guys. Oops, might help to actually do something with that rivet cap. That was funny. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. If New Line approached you to design a glove for a new film, do you think you'd do it? Heck yes! Yeah, if a movie studio came to me and said, hey, we want you to build our glove, I'd be like, okay. You know, yeah, I'll take the time to design one. For clients, no. Movies, yes. It shows where my priorities are, right? Ha ha. And there, ladies and gentlemen, I have a completed armature. There we go. Trying to get the best view. There we go. So yeah. See, taking all that little extra time, it pays off in the end. The final look. So yeah. I think client will be happy. At least I hope so. If not, he's extremely picky. So I shall take pictures. Let's see. There we go. Okay. If you want to check out my Facebook page, I'm going to be posting this picture so you can see what it looks like. completed Avenger armature, period. Okay. Excited to put a leather on this bad boy. Whee! Okay, that's probably where I'm going to draw the line for today. So, let's see, 3 hours and 23 minutes. I know I wasn't working 100% of the time there. I had to step away for a couple times. But mostly that was all work. Now I got a completed Avenger Glove. Let's see, what did I have? So I brazed ring fingertip, pinky fingertip, did all ringlets, made a back plate from scratch, riveted the whole thing together. That's pretty much what I did in roughly 3 hours. Oh yeah? Thank you. Yeah, I do that, even if it's not accurate, but I do it just because, the glove is aged, and I figured that's where gunk or dirt and debris is going to collect, is around that, area. All this stuff is going to get rubbed on. It's like this stuff will get touched, but where there's a rivet, I figure, that's where stuff is going to collect, is right around the rivet. So that's why I do that. It just kind of gives it a, and it looks darker here than it does in person in the video. It looks darker. So if you look at the photo on my Facebook page, you'll see it's not as dark. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it good for today. I gotta get some dinner in me and stuff like that. So it is 8:22 p.m. So starting to feel a little lethargic. I need to get some food. So appreciate you guys keeping me company. So I'm not sure when I'll do the next live stream. Other gloves I have to work on. I've got an Avenger glove, I've got a Hero glove, and a Part 2 template glove. And then I've got these completed fingers. Let me show these to you real quick. These are completed fingers for a Part 1 template. These are real P210 knives as well. So let me try to show these fingers to you. So that's Part 1 template glove. Fingers there. Those are real P210s. And they are sharp. Yes, I sharpened these P210s. So see, that's what I like about the Part 1 template, is just all those different colors. And sorry, I'm trying to do it backwards there. So yeah. Okay. Yep, so those are real P210 knives. Woohoo. And yeah, they're sharp. So they could cut me. grab this armature. I'll move these bits over here. Now I need a larger space to store a bladed armature. There. Okay. That's my to-do list for now. It's not my entire list on my website, but it's just what I've got working on what I've got going right now. So, okay, good to go. So I will bid you adieu for the evening, and I'll talk to you guys later.